Hi everybody, here's Krystian from Teamworkcast.
And wow, Jackson Howard, the world is indeed yours.
Wow.
I'm getting assaulted by your playmat here.
There's a lot of yellowness going on. This is Netrunner with Teamworkcast. This is Hiveworld on the 25th of October. This is a usual game night kit tournament. The first round, and it is the classic, Nick, the classic Gereon, the developer of Netrunner Tournament Manager and NetDeck. Which by the way, both of them are online now. NetDeck has been offline for some time because Netrunner DB was offline, and I wanted to remind everybody that you can get this beautiful, those two beautiful iOS apps now. And Gereon is now playing with a new identity, Nick. It is Blue Sun.
Blue Sun.
On the other hand, I am playing with. I'm returning to my old good friend Kit.
You know, this game really brings out my inner hipster. Whatever everybody's playing is the thing that I hate. What's wrong with me? Let's do some psychoanalysis of Nick alone here.
This is white guilt.
White guilt.
That's my analysis.
That's a good analysis.
Gereon, the ability. Oh man, Gereon does the thing. Does the Blue Sun thing. First round. God, I hate him for this. That's something that Nick would do. So yeah. you know those two cards, right, Nick?
Is that the curtain?
Yeah.
So this is basically Blue Sun at the beginning of their turn can take a card back up into their HQ, and they get money equivalent to the install cost of the card. So, whereas this cost 1 because of that card that I can't remember, he now gets what,
AI.
14?
So for 1 credit, he reses a curtain wall that costs usually 14 credits, and now he will be able to take it back and get 14 credits in the second turn. Yeah. So this is a horrible, horrible combo, but of course I have to deal with this as Kit. My ability is that first ice encounter is a code kit. So if I run on this curtain wall, it will become a code kit. Of course, not an option for me right now. So instead I play Sure Gamble and Armitage Code Busting.
Yeah. There really isn't much. Like, look at that giant curtain over there. Oh my god.
Yeah, that curtain wall is a problem for me right now. This is going to be bad. Of course, interestingly, Gereon did not choose to get it back on his hand. Maybe he forgot it. Let's see if he remembers now. He didn't remember this. You have to say that this is the first tournament that our meta played where Blue Sun became legal. So everybody is like experimenting with Blue Sun, and Blue Sun made a huge splash with our meta.
Yeah.
But I just get out a Yorksaurus.
Oh man, it's back!
It's back. Jack is back. So now, of course, whatever he reses that if that's strength 5 or lower, I can just break it for free. That's the best combo. I love Yorksaurus.
And then you down some juice.
And then I just inject some diesel into my veins. So both incredibly strong plays from both players. We have both of our combos going on here. Interesting, Gereon doesn't care about getting the curtain wall on his hand. That's fascinating. I mean, he just wastes time.
Well, yeah, all he did is give up $1. I mean, if he doesn't need an upgrade on HQ, it's nice.
But you have to remember that if I break curtain wall because it has been rested with oversight AI. So if I break it, it will go away.
But you only have 2 credits. The likelihood of you getting through that wall is going to be very low.
That is true. Still, getting the money would be able to rest stuff. I'm running on R&D. And score a thing. Score a hostile takeover. And run again. Another curtain wall. Alright, now he decides to take it back. What kind of upgrade is there on HQ? Man, that's killing me. Because now everything is possible. There's so many... Like, Krystian Grip is out. This could be like, Will of the Wisp.
I was testing my Nasir deck that I was going to bring with me to a tournament, and I tested against every possible iteration of the Blue Sun deck you could imagine. And then I went to the tournament, and this is near Philadelphia, so there's a bunch of people that play with the guy that won Worlds. None of them played Blue Sun at all. So all of the testing I did on Octagon went out the window.
Nasir is not a bad matchup against Blue Sun if you're playing something like David in Nasir.
Yeah. So this is playing David and Overmind and stuff like that. So I didn't have a lot of problems with Blue Sun. So I was really happy about this Nasir deck. Yeah. And then it got blasted by Fast Advance.
You defeated me playing as a Blue Sun when I was playing as a Blue Sun.
Yeah.
And so I run on that card there, and of course Gereon reses that curtain wall here. Blah. So I'm assuming that there's going to be a score in Gereon's future. And of course now I used my ability up, so I cannot even go over and attack R&D. Kit is a difficult run to play, and I've been working on this deck for quite some time now. It's again, as all my decks, it's way too complicated, so it's not good at what it's trying to do. Because I wanted to use those new cards like Refractor, but I also wanted to use old cards like this combo here. So it's kind of like stretched thin, but I'm running on R&D anyway.
You didn't trash that Jack?
No. Why should I?
You'll regret it.
I probably will. And yeah, this, and then I get credits from Armitage and play a sure gamble here. I'm getting up monetary wise. Gereon takes back his curtain wall to get this money, and man, he uses the 10 credit token here, the golden 10 credit token. And of course we see a score here. This is geothermal fracking. So now he has 2 tokens on there, and those 2 tokens can be used to get 7 credits, but also get 1 bad publicity. Man, fracking is bad. Imagine how bad geothermal fracking must be.
Could we say that it's Kryptonianly bad?
Maybe it's good. I don't know. It seems like geothermal energy is kind of like a very, very safe energy, right?
Yeah, but look at what happened to Krypton.
Running on R&D, he doesn't rest, and accessing. Running on HQ, because he still hasn't rested anything, so my ability still works.
God damn it, die!
And that dice is back, and
you put that away. He's your little crutch.
Now I see the thing, and it is an alt art corporate troubleshooter, which I decide to trash, because why should I not trash this? Wonder why he didn't use it to stop me. I wonder what kind of ice he has in front of HQ. Because obviously, whenever something is bigger than strength 5, I cannot break it with the Yogg-Saurus. Yeah. Daily cast going out, so yeah, like this deck has all the economy in the world.
So for those that don't know or don't remember, corporate troubleshooters choose a piece of res dice protecting this server. That ice has plus X strength until the end of the turn.
Indeed.
X the number of credits you've spent.
People have been talking about how this card is very underplayed, and I agree.
I do agree. It's useful.
Yeah. And people prefer something like Ash instead, but Corporate Troubleshooter works till the end of the round, whereas with Ash, you can just always run again and then, get what you wanted to have.
Yeah. Until the end of the turn, not the end of the run.
Yeah.
And it's sort of a way to kind of force the force the runner to spend more credits than they had planned.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, there's good use for corporate troubleshooter. Of course, now these days when there's all these ways of trashing, like David, for example, of breaking a strong ice, corporate troubleshooter is kind of like nerfed a little bit before it even arrived.
Yeah, but
I think there's one good reason why it's not used widely. It's one off from the core set.
It would be interesting because if you had an efficiency expert and you could lower or raise the ice so that you could get them out of the range of David, that would be interesting.
Or for example, to mess up with Admin.
Yeah.
Although Corporate Troubleshooter is good against Admin.
Yeah.
I get out a clone chip, and Gereon decides to razz up his centrals like a madman.
There's old Jacko.
Jacko is still hanging out in that server. I'm guessing protected by the curtain wall. Although he can't razz the curtain wall right now. He's down to 13 credits. So that's my strategy against Blue Sun at this point. Again, I'm new against this. I don't know how to do this. It's just to basically be relentless with my runs and make sure that Blue Sun runs out of all that money that they can get.
Yeah, because if you can get them to res more than one ice each round,
Yeah.
You've at least taken a little bit away from them.
I mean, the curtain wall is a huge sponge for all that money. Ooh, interesting new card here. The Root. I am Root.
I am Root.
Which I decided to trash. You get 3 recurring credits to res, install, or advance cards.
Yo soy Root.
But this is getting dangerous. I scored 1 agenda, but this is just a flimsy 1-point agenda. And I really need to develop techniques of creating more pressure. I'm just seeing 1 card when I access R&D.
There's nothing more frustrating as a runner than to be able to run on a central server and you not find any sort of agendas there for turn after turn after turn.
By the way, to explain why Gereon might not be resing, he has to rest both ice on R&D or HQ to stop me, because I assuming that the first ice there is something I can break with my Yorksaurus, and then he still has to rest the second ice. So this is a difficult situation for Gereon, but he decides to install an upgrade on R&D, and I have to think about this, because this could be not just a corporate troubleshooter, but this could be actually Will of the Wisp. Will of the Wisp would be really bad for me right now because I would lose my Yorksaurus.
So, for those of us that haven't been watching since the beginning, what does the Yorksaurus do?
So the Dinosaurus, which is the cutest console in this game, is a piece of hardware that gives you can install breakers into it, and it gives this breaker strength +2. And so if you install Yogg, which is a code gate breaker that has a fixed strength of 3, and it breaks subroutines for free, code gate subroutines for free, you don't have to pay anything. But if you put it in a Dinosaurus, it gets +2, so it's strength 5. So now I can break any code gate strength up to strength 5 for free.
That's amazing.
And that combos so well with Ability of Kit, which is the first ice you encounter will become a code gate.
Mm-hmm.
So basically this very complicated combo leads to a situation where whenever I encounter an ice, the first ice I encounter, if it's strength 5 or lower, I just break it. Alright, we see now why Gereon has been resing the first ice on R&D all this time. It is a curtain wall, and he oversights AI it. So now it's, now R&D is over. And you have to imagine this is before the dogs came out. The dogs these days are a really good strategy against this for shapers.
Mm-hmm.
Lady. But there is no lady at this point here, so this is a really huge problem for shapers. At some point, I created a Kate deck that splashed in Breach just to get through Curtain Walls cheaper.
Curtain Walls. If they just need to reprint Wotan and call him Wotan 2.0.
There might be a Wotan 2.0 at some point.
Yeah.
Although Wotan doesn't have a number on him, right?
No, not at all. But Wotan 2.0 would be like a replication of him, which would be then a non-unique card, so you could have multiple.
You know what, Nick? I think we need to get you to win the Nationals so you can design your card.
Oh, man. I'm sure that it's reserved.
The Worlds, of course.
Yeah.
Nah. Ooh, man. I'm embarrassed. I don't actually know what this card is. You have to figure this out.
I don't know what it is.
It is one of the new morph eyes, Nick. I'm gonna tell you that so it has a weird interaction with with Kate, which I'm not sure if this works, because it can be either a code gate or a barrier depending on how much advancement counters it has on it, and it says it loses code gate once there is an advancement counter on this. So I don't know if this actually counters Kit's ability or not. I'm not exactly sure about this. If you know this, then let us know in the comment section. Otherwise, it is a strength 4 barrier at this point, I think. Might be wrong. If I'm not, there's going to be a smart text explaining it. And Gereon takes back the curtain wall on his hand.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Morph Ice, Nick. Morph Ice.
Morph Ice? Let's see.
And the type is Morph.
Okay. Wendigo?
Oh, now the Gereon archives could be Wendigo. Archive memories, oversight AI there, and he installs a card in his server there. Ugh. I feel the game is slipping away from me. Gereon overuses his oversight AI stuff, and he is up to 24 credits. Yeah, Gereon is doing well.
He is doing well, and you guys both had a pretty good start too.
Gereon's a little better. Oh man, I discard a lockpick? Wow. And we're running on that server there, and of course it's a curtain wall, so yeah, okay, 14 credits down the drain. But my ability as well.
Oh, it's Changeling.
Oh, Changeling, yeah, that sounds right.
Changeling can be advanced. When Changeling has an odd number of advancement tokens, it's a sentry and loses barrier.
Oh, it's sentry and barrier. Okay, so it's not interacting with my code gate ability at all.
Not at all.
That's good. That's good.
And it is strength 4, so
yeah, it is a barrier irregularly, right? Right.
It is a barrier regularly. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's strength 4 barrier right now. I decide not to. So I decided not to run later on. Oh, okay. There's a Maker's Eye going on here right now. Oh, and Gereon reses the quandary. What? Why do you do that, Gereon? That doesn't make any sense.
So you just have to...
Oh, I see what's going on. I break it, and there's, of course, the Will of the Wisp. Oh, man, he baited me right into this. So my Dinosaurus is trash, but I still see 3 cards. Trashing another route here.
Oh.
No agendas, man. Bad luck with those accesses.
How could you do that, Gereon?
I don't know if I trash my York. It should get on the bottom of my R&D.
You poor man.
I'm a poor man. I'm just a poor boy from a poor family. Man, how I would... Window is starting to look more and more interesting.
Window?
Window, yeah. Like a program that allows you to draw from the bottom of your deck. Same old thing. Am I really running? What is the subroutine of Changeling?
End the run.
Oh no, I'm not running. Gereon was just thinking what to do now. So he reses, scores. Wait a minute.
Things are happening. Please stay tuned.
So this is an agenda that allows him to get 5 credits for to get each bad publicity. So and he got one bad publicity, and he got 5 credits. So this is like privateering or profiteering. Profiteering is the name of this agenda. So he's at like 4 points. Let me check this real quick. What is profiteering? How many points does profiteering have, Nick?
It is a 1-point agenda that costs 3.
So Gereon's at 3 points right now, and I'm at 1 point. We're off to a slow start here.
It's okay.
But yes, Gereon is looking good. He disabled my Yogg-Saurus here. I was flying high. I was a golden god. But no longer the case. Although you have to say that installing a code gate in second row was a risky move here. I will recover eventually, Gereon, and then this code gate in the second row will be a problem. SMC, there we go. That's the way to get back this Yogg-Saurus on track. And Gereon's like, oh man, I'm such a poor person. And I'm like, I'm playing the smallest violin in the world for you. You can tell how much I enjoy playing against Blue Sun right now.
Playing against Blue Sun is no fun.
It is. You feel like a little tiny wimp, and the Blue Sun is just whipping you all over the place.
Yeah.
And there you go. Gereon takes back the curtain wall and gets his damn 14 credits.
It's the most Hospiroid Weyland identity.
It is indeed. Gereon gets out a lot of ice, 2 servers, opening 2 servers there and installing 1 card in one of those servers. So I'm trying to figure out how this changeling thing works. It's a barrier right now, strength 4. That's fine. I can deal with that. Running on that external server there. No rest, but there is a Jackson Howard behind this.
Man, Good old Jackson Howard. I'm glad he's getting some play, considering, you know.
Oh no, Gereon gets back with the will of the wisp. So this is interesting because Will of the Wisp is a very good counter for decks that rely on one specific breaker.
Yeah.
So it's good against Admin, it's good against Yogg-Saurus. It's very nice for if you have like this, you know, this silver bullet that solves all your problems, and suddenly that bullet becomes a target itself. Like in the samurai movie where you hit a bullet with another bullet, or you hit a bullet with a sword.
Did you curve your bullet?
Anyways, I'm getting off track here. I want to watch some anime right now.
I got my notebook right here.
Alright, so still haven't encountered any ice, so I'm running on R&D now. Of course he knows that I do have enough credits to get my Dinosaurus back on track. Because I do have the SMC, so there's a curtain wall. Alright, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It is a code gate, but it's still a huge code gate. It's still too big for my Dinosaurus to chew on.
Why is your dinosaur gotta chew? Why can't he just cuddle?
It is a very cuddly kind of thing, so I'm just deciding to get the rest of my Armitage code busting monies. I'm just spending my time at
the Coding Farm.
Yeah, just programming web apps for an Indian company.
You need an app that does what? Okay.
All right, Gereon gets back his curtain wall. The problem with Kit is that her ability is really good if you do one run per turn, and so you cannot exploit the fact that he needs to dump his money into this curtain wall.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if he reses a curtain wall, he cannot res another curtain wall, right? So he installs advance, and that is a agenda that he will be scored probably soon. And if that's installed advance, that means it could be a 5-3 agenda, so it could be 3 points for him right now. It would get him to match point.
Oh, man.
Getting the daily cast money. Running on that thing. Alright, it's a curtain wall. He dumps his money into the curtain wall, but now R&D is wide open. Thinking about this hard.
You haven't SMC'd your... Oh, I guess you can't SMC your... Oh yeah, you could.
I can, but I'm still thinking about how to do this. It's difficult, Nick.
Yeah, definitely difficult.
Still thinking, okay, now I have to actually use other breakers than just code gates, because this is a barrier, this is a code gate. I have to like think about this hard. This is a difficult situation. And I really love about... I mean, I'm being grumpy right now, you know, while I'm playing this. But I really love this game. It's a really nice, like, strategic play. Two very, very Netrunner-y identities. Not some kind of like NBN fast advance kind of stuff. You know,
yeah.
This is dealing with ice.
You mean you're actually playing the game?
I know, right? It's incredible. It's not a noise bull crap.
Noise versus... Yeah, the Magic players love noise in NBA.
I don't know why I haven't paid with... I can use the... Ooh, what?
Wow! You had a... some sort of plan?
Interesting. I thought I would reconstruct my Dinosaurus, but instead I decided to get out a Femme Fatale to install the Femme Fatale on the curtain wall, and then I can use the bad publicity and all the credits I have, or some credits I have, to get through this.
I mean, I guess it's worth it if you really want to hit that card back there, but I don't know.
I have to assume that this is an agenda. If this is not an agenda, this is going to be awkward. But he advanced it, right? So I mean, and he had a curtain wall in front of it, so I have to assume that this is an agenda.
I think at this point you've dropped your soap in the shower and you accidentally brushed up against another guy.
We're doing this, guys. We're doing this. This is actually a bad card against Blue Sun, but whatevers. It's a very expensive access. It gives me the sassy throw from Gereon here.
You go, Gereon.
But yeah, we are even on points now. Just 2 points. I hoped for a 3 agenda. Sadly, he wanted to over-advance his Project Atlas.
Yeah, don't give it to him without a little bit of sass.
I tried to do something, but it didn't work out because I still don't have the dinosaurs. Assuming that I wanted to do Maker's Eye, another Maker's Eye run. But yeah, now that Fem is out, I cannot do the dinosaurs. Knock on the door, get on the floor. Everybody does the dinosaur. It is a refractor. And I'm running on the R&D there, and I'm paying with a 1 credit, with a bad publicity credit to get through the thing, and that's the power of Refractor, everybody. That's a new code gate breaker. It is strength 2, it just costs 1. It breaks subroutines for 1 credit, and you can pump it with stealth credits.
Stealth credits.
And now on Dinosaurus, it's a Refractosaurus right now, so it's strength 4. I don't even need the stealth credits.
So I had clicked, or I looked over at my browser, which is still in the shut up, sit down thing.
Yeah.
They're talking about how exhausting Netrunner is. He says, I came away with 3 wins, 4 losses, and a splitting headache, but I was having a great time.
Yeah, that's Netrunner for you right now.
That's Netrunner right there.
Yeah, this is a headache in the making. Right? It is the first round, and I already want to kill myself.
It's just such a... I need to... When people ask me what Netrunner is, that's what I'm going to tell them. And then they won't when I ever play. But, you know, it's okay.
So we see an oversight AI on the curtain wall and R&D. Gereon is protective of his R&D right now.
You need to break. See, this is where you should have brought the Fem out, waited until he did this, and got rid of that curtain wall, and got rid of his source of income.
Well, the problem is the Fem doesn't break the curtain walls. The Fem
that's right, bypasses it. No, cringe.
So that's what the problem is. He can always get back the curtain wall, which he did, which destroys my Fem token, which basically makes the Fem just a very inefficient sentry breaker that is incredibly expensive.
Yeah.
But it got me an agenda, so that's nice. I mean, 9 credits for an agenda is quite a taxing thing to do.
Yeah.
But what else? Right, Nick? Right?
No. Yes.
No. Yes, maybe. Armitage code busting going on my side.
I don't know. Don't judge me.
I never judge you, Nick. Except from Solar Highways.
You're so wrong about it. It's not the design that's important.
Gereon does something. Another oversight. How many oversight AIs do you have, Gereon, in your deck? That's impossible.
He's had 2 Jacksons, so he put it back in his deck both times.
I know. I'm just.
Come on, man. Pay attention.
I'm getting flashbacks from this game. I remember this was an interesting game, and I'm being interested right now. All right, Krystian, do something smart.
You can do it.
I'm clicking Armitage once. 2 times. And 1 more time. 3 times Armitage. And running on Archives. Interesting. I just ran on Archives without any reason. Apparently.
You're getting your data sucker tokens.
This is indeed the case, but Gereon scores of
Isn't that Profiteer?
No, that's this hostile takeover.
Yeah.
So he gets credits, but I get even more bad publicity. So I am at 2 bad publicity right now. This is helping me. This is something I can work with. I'm running on Archives again, getting up more credits, data sucker tokens. Gereon still hasn't taken back his curtain wall here. I think this is going to be good.
He's saying come
Maker's Eye. Same old thing, Maker's Eye, last click, 1 click left, I guess.
Run.
Clone chip. Oh man, we did it wrong. I trashed the York. It should have gotten on the bottom of my... So this is already a misplay right there. The York should have been at the bottom of my library, not accessible to the clone chip. But anyway, I restored a Yorksaurus here.
So it's a 5, and you've got 5.
And then I can use all those tokens to break the curtain wall with a Yogg-Saurus.
Good job.
And then I can break another one. And Gereon's a little bit confused because he forgot how strong the Yogg-Saurus is. He thought it was 4, but it's 5!
Even though it's illegal.
Gereon it's illegal, yeah. But he didn't correct me, so...
Lotus
It's both our fault. How many times have I seen this route? Oh, and then there we go, we score something. Government contracts, 3-point agenda.
Nice.
1 point away from the win.
1 point away from the win.
The answer, my friend, is blown with the win. Oh, I'm cringing about this misplay.
Well, it's just as bad as the, I guess a couple games ago we recorded.
Yeah, we had some misplays on this show, but you know, Will of the Wisp is something that is not being used very often, so... Something that can happen and will happen. So Gereon decides to trash the Quandary because it really wasn't doing any good.
No, it was useful for what he rested it for.
Yeah, it was just useful for the Will of the Wisp play. Now he replaces it with a different kind of ice.
For breaking
Bad.
the Dinosaurus.
It's simple. We kill the Dinosaurus.
He doesn't have very long arms. There's
yet another? What? Gereon, you're killing me. You're tearing me apart, Gereon. Gets 2 more oversight AIs. And I am not happy about this.
So, Dinosaurus reminds me that there's an amazing Twitter account with Tyrannosaurus selfies.
Which will just show his breasts.
Yes. Or Tyrannosaurus just taking pictures because you can't see what he's doing anyway.
That's a good idea. Poor Tyrannosaurus.
Can never play the trumpet.
But he could play a piano if he really works.
Yes.
Like a tiny piano. And I'm running on archives. There's nothing important there.
No. But you get
I'm running on that's a curtain wall if I saw one.
Do you have enough? 5, 7, no.
I mean, Gereon with all those oversight AIs, Gereon is in a really strong position. I'm really struggling right now. I do have some credits, but just with Yogg-Saurus this entire game, and of course I guess the Femme Fatale, this is not looking too well. Lucky I do have the bad publicity that will help a little bit. Gereon installs advance. 3 cards on R&D HQ, and 1 card in front of that thing.
I want to see Gereon pull this off. I'm just kidding. I don't.
You're on Team Gereon?
No, because he's playing Blue Sun.
I'm cool with that.
Nah.
I don't mind, Nick.
He's playing Blue Sun. I'm always on the side of the runner in whatever game we're playing because the runners, they're just.
The runners do feel all right. Clone chip getting out. 3 clicks left. Really think about this. Really have to. I mean, this was a deck that really challenged my gray cells. Getting 1 credit. 3rd click.
That'll get you through.
Ooh, Escher. Running on HQ. I'm thinking that the ice in front of that thing that he advanced is another curtain wall. And the Escher, if it succeeds on HQ, I will be able to rearrange the ice at will. Gereon has to think about this. If he resist the ice, he will expose information to me what this ice is.
Yeah. Well, also, yeah, that'll be... And he could take himself... Because he's pretty close.
Alright, he decides to res.
Oh, it's only 3.
That's an ice wall, so I can break it with Dinosaurus, no problem. I will arrive at the changeling, which now is a barrier, we said, right?
Yes, it's a barrier.
So I clone chip out. What did I clone chip out? Clone chip SMC. What will I get? That's an interesting one. Well, I guess the Inti. Where's the Inti? Show me the Inti.
Where is it?
There's the Inti for free. It's a zero cost ice breaker.
Very nice.
So I had used the 2 data sucker tokens to get the changeling down to strength 2, and I just pay 3 credits to break it, and I of course can pay the bad publicity and just one real credit. So I'm down to 2 credits, and the question is if Gereon can arrest something that will stop me next. So what is the last ice? I have 2 credits left. Can I break the last ice? That's what it boils down to. If this works, then there is a chance. I will live to see another day.
And you know, with all those big ice, Gereon's not giving himself any. I mean, if this is a curtain or a Wotan or something.
No res!
Oh.
No res! Gereon shuffles his hands, but he forgets this is an Escher run, guys. So now I can rearrange stuff. Now the world is my oyster. I can do whatevs. I do get a data sucker token. I get the ice wall on there. Wall of static there. And I run here and I break this with the Inti and the data sucker token and the bad publicity I have. The Inti wins the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Man.
It wins the game, and that was a Hades shard. Wow.
Well,
Game-winning Escher. I tell you, Escher is getting better and better every day. Did I promise too much, Nick?
No, I don't think you promised enough.
This is Netrunner Teamworkcast, guys. We don't promise enough, guys. We just don't promise enough. And that ice on HQ, by the way, that was a quandary. And of course, he didn't want to rest the quandary because that would expose just another weakness. Because I would have just run through this with a Dinosaurus. Man, I'm just glad to win a game with Dinosaurus.
Yeah, I'm glad to see some runners win lately. It's good.
All right, after this game, I need a drink.
Drink the planet?
We will drink the planet!
Hike the planet!
Shut up and get in the car!
Shit on me.